John Oaks here with HANKSTERS Hot Rods. This is our Homer City, Pennsylvania showroom. We've got the newest addition to our inventory, this being a 1971 Plymouth Roadrunner. Now this car, we've got it on the lift. We're going to go through the underside just like we always do and show you exactly what we have on the underside of the car here. So, as we always do, starting at the back here, of course we've got the stock fuel tank in place here. This looks to be an all-new fuel tank in real good condition. All of the straps are all new, the insulators in between those, and of course the mounting hardware, all new stuff back here for that fuel tank. You can also see it's got the dual exhaust, dual tailpipes. It's got these chrome tailpipe extensions slash cut here, poked out through that rear lower balance. It's got the provisions in it so that you can do that. You can keep everything tucked up nice and tight. As far as our running gear across the back of the car here, we've got all Mastercraft Avenger GT tires. They're all new, all the same size too, all four corners. These being 255/60 R15s. Those are mounted on 15-inch factory steel Mopar rally wheels, and of course they've got the beauty rings and the center caps all intact on all four. As far as braking across the back, we've got drum brakes. Of course this car has all four drum brakes on it. And this car also has, this is the stock suspension for the rear. We've got multi-leaf rear suspension, and again you can tell by looking here, it's got new shocks on the back end of the car. Now this is a Mopar 8 3/4 inch rear end. I did run the numbers on the center section of it, and we did find out that it is the 1 7/8 tapered stem pinion, or otherwise they call it the 489. So that's the unit that's in there for the center section of the rear end. Of course, looks like all new brake lines here have been run on the car also. So you got your hard lines run across the rear end. You got a little junction block right here to split them. And of course that line then travels up to the front of the car to the master cylinder. That's about it. Again, it's dual exhaust. Looks to be probably, I'm going to say 2, maybe 2.5 inch exhaust. And again, these are dual Flowmaster mufflers. So again, it's going to give this car a good throaty sound to it. Not that it needs that much help, because again, it's got a healthy motor, but it's got good exhaust on it, good mufflers too. So we'll go ahead now, move up to the center of the car. All right, here we are now under the center of our 71 Plymouth Roadrunner here. And again, these are all original floors underneath here that we're looking at. The rocker panels are in excellent condition on this car. All of the pinch welds along the rocker look to be in good condition too. Your floors, again, there's no patching whatsoever. All of the little drain plugs are intact where they should be on the underside here. Even your frame rail sections, again, this is not a full frame car. It's got your back frame rails, it's got your front rails here, your front cradle. All of that is nice and square, nice and straight components. Nothing's ever been, dinged up on the car or anything. Now again, the front suspension on these cars, it was a torsion bar front suspension. So you'll see your torsion bars up here on either side. We'll take a look at that too once we get to the front end. But again, everything is all in good condition. Bushings and everything on all the suspension is in good condition too on this car. Other things that we can see, again, that exhaust, it's been taken care of real nice. Again, all nice bends, tucked in nice and tight here to the transmission and drive shaft tunnel. So again, you're going to have lots of clearance, ground clearance that is, and there's plenty of clearance for your drive shaft too without no rubbing going on there. We also have the emergency brake cables all hooked up here. So again, all the correct frame mounts, J-hooks, cable brackets, everything like that, all run all the way to the back to the drum brakes there. Again, as I mentioned, looks like it's got new brake lines on it, new fuel lines too probably, and they've got that spiral wound treatment on the lines anywhere that there's a bend to help protect that so it doesn't kink over on itself. But there's no hard bends to really speak of, nothing more than 90 degrees. So again, you don't have any risk of anything happening there. Now, as far as your transmission cross member, right here, it doubles as the mount for your torsion bars back here too, but it's in good condition, nice and straight, nice and solid. As far as the transmission goes, we have an automatic transmission. This is the 727 torque flight transmission. Again, we've got the bell housing here, and then up front, we'll take a look at that from the front as well. But again, it does have the flywheel cover on it to protect those teeth on there from any dirt or debris getting in there and possibly chipping one off or so. All right, here we are now underneath the front end. So again, just like we always do, we're going to work our way from side to side across the front end here. So again, just like on the back, I said we've got those Mastercraft Avenger GT tires, 255/60 R15s, again, all four corners. Again, mounted on those 15-inch factory steel rally wheels with the beauty rings and the center caps all intact and in very nice condition on this car. Again, already mentioned, it's got drum brakes the whole way around, so front and rear drum brakes. Now this car here, all factory stock front suspension too. So your lower control arms and upper A arms, those are all factory stamped steel components. Looks to have the new shocks on the front as well, just like it did on the back. And I would say all the same name brand there too, based on the way that they look. Ball joints, top and bottom of your spindles there and your A-arms, those look to be good. The little rubber dust boots, those are all intact. Even on your tie rods, the dust boots are all intact and look fairly good. There's no cracks or tears in any of them. And you can tell from the Zerk fittings or the grease fittings that everything's been maintained and greased on this car. So again, all your components should be free moving, should be good on this car. Drag link, that's nice and straight. Pitman arm, that's in good condition too. The nut's good and tight on that. And then of course, like I said, this car is a torsion bar front suspension. So you see your bars running back here, those are your torsion bars. And then again, like I said, all the rest of the stuff, your shocks and so forth, those are intact and all new. We do have a sway bar here on the front only. And this one has, all good bushings on your sway bar end links, good bushings on the frame mounts as well. And then you can see the front cross member. This is the unit that basically ties the two sides of the cars together on the frame rail sections here. And again, that's nice and straight, hasn't been banged up or anything or peeled back. Looks to be in good condition on this car. As far as anything else that I can really tell you from underneath here, I believe that this car it's power steering and it is a manual brake car. So again, manual drum brakes, power steering. Now, motor-wise on the car, we were able to check the numbers out on it real quick. It is the original numbers matching motor for this car. We have the casting numbers off the side. We've got the date code off the side also. And we have the VIN number on the side of the block as well that signifies that to us. So with that said, that's about everything for underneath this car. We can go ahead now, get it down off the lift, and then we'll take you around the outside of it. All right, guys, we've got our 71 Roadrunner here down off the lift now. We got it down on the ground, so we can take a trip around it here once for you and show you exactly what it is here that we're looking at. So again, 1971 Plymouth Roadrunner. This is numbers matching motor, numbers matching 383 with that 727 torque flight motor and the Mopar 8 3/4 inch rear end. So that's your car, that's your driveline that we're working with. Again, you can see here for 71 Plymouth colors, this is the Sassy Grass Green here. Again, Plymouth had their colors and then Dodge had their own name for colors. But per year within the same year, Sassy Grass and Limelight were one of the same. It's just this is Plymouth, so Sassy Grass would be their color. As you can see, paint nice and shiny. This whole car is beautiful, nice and laser straight down both sides of this car too. And again, with those big panels, you can definitely see if there was any waviness whatsoever in it, which on this car there is not. Now this car has the bright wheel lip moldings here, all four corners obviously. It's got Mastercraft Avenger GT tires, These are all 255, 60 R15s, all four corners as well. Tread on the tires looks to be new on these tires. They are in excellent shape, and they are mounted on the 15-inch Mopar factory rally wheels, complete with your trim rings and your center caps on all four wheels. And those are all in excellent shape. The actual trim rings look to be kind of like a brushed finish on them, which is really nice on this car. It looks really good. So again, front fenders, pretty plain here. Again, these are just your markers here, your side reflectors, I should say. Not really a turn signal. Now your turn signals, those are mounted up here on the hood. So you got the hood mounted turn signals. We come back here to the big long doors on these cars. You can check out your gaps. Very uniform front as well as the back here from top to bottom. And then your elevations are dead on this car. It's got the bright drip rail moldings on it also. Those are in excellent shape. Those are nice and straight. There's no dents or dings in these things. Polished up real nice. You got the bright mirrors also, dual mirrors, both sides, driver and passenger. But your driver's side is on the little remote control there, so you can adjust it from inside the door here with the window closed. Again, all of your felts and everything across the top of the door where your windows go in and out at, those are in excellent shape. Your weather stripping on the top, those look to be all brand new. There's not a mark on those, so again, those should seal up real nice for you. Again, with this green color here, they've got the black Roadrunner striping on it. So again, nice touch on this car. That is what it would have came with. And again, it really sets the car off and lets you know that you do have a Roadrunner underneath you here. Again, there's wheel lip moldings, the rally wheels, the Mastercraft Avenger GT tires. Again, you got these big long quarter panels on this car. Again, you got your reflectors here. All of the reflectors, the lenses in those are in excellent shape. There's no cracks or chips or anything like that to speak of. Even your bezels around here, which are painted, by the way, the whole way around the car, the paint is in excellent condition on all of the bezels on this car. Glass, same thing. There's no cracks or chips in any of the glass. Looks to have tinted glass in the rear, probably as well in the doors. And all of your bright work and trim, your molding around the windows, those are in excellent shape too. Polished up nice, no dents or things to speak of on any of that stuff. So again, car is put together really well. You'll notice also on the trunk of the Roadrunner, not just ours, but just about any Roadrunner you have, you've got this package here for the spoiler package. So black trunk wing, and then you'll see once we get up to the front, it's got the two chin spoilers on it. It's not one big long one, it's two separate pieces on each side. That's exactly how it would have come from the factory. All right, now that we're around the back side of our 71 Roadrunner here, again, you can see that nice big black trunk spoiler or trunk wing back here. It's in excellent shape. It's mounted down nice and tight. There's no cracks or anything like that. Even on the trunk lid itself, it's got the rubber seals there where it touches the trunk. Those are in good shape. They're not cracked or split out, anything like that. You'll see it's got the Plymouth Roadrunner decal back here on the trunk. Big chrome rear bumper, nicely polished up. Tail lights also, and backup lights. All your lenses and the bezels around there, those are in good shape. Bezels are nice and shined up, and the lenses are all good shape. No cracks or chips out of any of those. Let's go ahead and we'll take a quick peek inside the trunk. So inside you can see the brackets for that rear trunk wing. Those are in excellent shape. Everything, like I said, looks to be all brand new here. So again, nice shiny black paint on the brackets, nice new bolts on everything, and those are locked down with the star washers there. You've got your factory jack instructions decal right here on the inside of the trunk. Even your weather stripping around the trunk is all like new. There's no cracks or chips or chunks tearing out of it. It's in good shape. Big trunk, all painted green inside. You've got a trunk mat in here that's in excellent shape. You've got a full-size spare on a rally wheel, and that's a Mopar rally wheel. And then we also have the floor mats in the trunk here as well. And again, like all of our other cars, anytime they have a nice set of floor mats, we always take them out, put them back here so they are with the car. But we want to go ahead and show you how well that carpet looks on the inside of the car as well. So that's why we choose to pull those out for the time being. So that's really the trunk. Trunk fits real nice too as you close it. Basically, it does close really good there. The fitment of this trunk, for as big of a panel as what this is, it's nice and straight, nice tight gaps the whole way around. And again, they've got it fitted up real nice on this car. Now let me just walk around the side here. And again, I've mentioned this glass back here and all the trim, the moldings around there. That's in excellent shape. You can see that those are polished up nice. And you can see that that does have a bit of a tinted glass in the rear window there as well. So what we'll do now is we'll come around the passenger side of the car and we'll take a look the whole way up the side of the car, get you to the front where all the goodies are underneath the hood, and we'll show you what's underneath there too. All right, now here we are in the passenger side of our Roadrunner. Again, everything's the same as what we already went over on the driver's side, so just quickly, nice straight, laser straight panels down the side of the car. There's no waviness whatsoever. Panel fitment, quarters, front fenders, door, that's all in excellent shape. I've already mentioned our Mastercraft Avenger GT tires mounted on those 15-inch factory rally wheels. You can just see the trim rings and center caps on this side now. They are in excellent condition. That black stripe that wraps around the roof and down the sail panel of the car onto the back quarter panel, in excellent shape there too. That's that matte black or flat black decal. So again, that's in perfect condition on this car as well. I already mentioned on the other side as well, the weather stripping along the top edge of the door here, that's in excellent shape. Again, I would say it's brand new. There's no marks whatsoever in it, so again, it should seal up just perfect. Your bright drip rail molding, polished up nice, in good shape there, nice and straight. And again, your door gaps, both on the back side as well as up front, and your elevations are dead on this car, and I'm sure you can see most of that from the camera there and our pictures that we have. Again, the dual mirrors, both your passenger and your driver's side. Again, I've already mentioned that that driver's side is a remote mount. Let me just open the door real quick, and I know I didn't do it on the other side, but we can take a look at this side, because you'll see the other side when we do our interior video. You've got the little rubber bump stops both on the top and the bottom. Your weather stripping on the door here too, the whole way from the top here all the way down around the bottom. That's in excellent shape too. There's no marks in that either. Full door panels, high back bucket seats, black interior, padded dash. Everything about this car is in excellent shape. Even your door threshold plates, those are polished up and they look to be new as well in this car. So again, not going to have anything really to tear apart on this car. It's all in excellent shape. So we'll close that up. Close is nice and easy. Again, another testament to how well the fitment is on all the panels on this car. Windshield, by looking at it, that looks to be slightly tinted piece also. So again, probably all tinted glass in this car. All the moldings, all the stripping around the car looks to be in excellent shape too. It's got the fender mount antenna there. Again, the big long front fenders here with the wheel lip moldings. Again, your rally wheels and the Mastercraft Avenger GT tires. I've already mentioned it's got the 383 motor in it, which is numbers matching. And you do see that you got the corresponding decals here on the hood scoop vents here as well. This is all decal work with the 383 in there. Again, the fender mount or the hood mounted turn signals, and then you can also see it's got the hood tie down pins just as it should from the factory. They are here installed and are in working condition. I've already mentioned those reflectors too on your front fenders and your quarter panels in excellent condition. Lenses are like new, bezels like new too. So again, everything that we've seen thus far is in excellent condition on this car. And finally, now we made it the whole way around our 71 Roadrunner here. So now we're going to just talk a little bit about this front end. Not a whole lot to go over, but we'll do that, and then we'll go underneath the hood there as well. and go over all of that stuff there for you on camera. So again, 71 Roadrunner, so you see 71 front end, big chrome front grille surround up here. You got the black grille inside, silver painted around the outside boundary of that grille. Again, nice, nicely done. That's the way it should have been. You got the little Roadrunner right here in the center of your grille, so nice little touch there. And as I mentioned too, on the front ends of the 71, it had the spoiler package on it. So you had the two little front chin spoilers here, one on either corner there. And again, those are in excellent shape. They're not cracked or broke or anything. They're like brand new on this car. Again, the lower valance with your parking lights down low here. Everything just in excellent shape. Regular sealed beam headlights on this car, so these are glass lenses, but they're in excellent shape. There's no cracks or chips out of the glass on any of that stuff either. Up front here, you have your Plymouth decal and the Plymouth insignia right here on the front of the car. You can see that big hood here with the two scoops, again with the black or the matte black, flat black 383 decals setting inside of those scoops there. Again, the hood tie-down pins, and if you can look at the gaps also on this big hood, look the whole way back, the whole way down the front, both sides, very uniform, nice tight gaps on this car. Again, nice panel fitment overall on this particular car. We'll go ahead now, we're going to open up our hood and we'll show you exactly what's underneath here. As I mentioned before, it does have the numbers matching original 383 motor that would have been in this car. So we just pull our hood release, look for a secondary latch, and then up we go. You've got this rubber seal across the front of the hood here underneath. It's in excellent shape, all intact, all attached as it should be, and no cracks or tears out of it. You can see the hood insulation, it's the proper stuff for in the car. That's in excellent shape too. There's no big chunks hanging out of it. It's attached just as it should be. Your hood hold down pins, those are mounted kind of on your inner fenders here. So again, those are anchored down solidly here. This has a factory style radiator in it. It's got all the factory equipment as far as your heat and air conditioning goes too. So that's all original stuff. Now you can see numbers matching, 383 motor, so you've got the air cleaner there, 383 Roadrunner decals right on top of that air cleaner. We've got, it's an Edelbrock AVS2 carburetor. It's a single feed, 4-barrel carburetor, 650 CFM on that carburetor. So again, for that 383 motor that probably doesn't have a whole lot of, pop-ups or upgrades to it, that should be a pretty decent carburetor on that car. Again, you've got the stock cast exhaust manifolds, just regular painted valve covers, the cast intake manifold as well on this car. You've got this little purple item right here, that's your Roadrunner horn. So it does have that still intact on the car. Now it is a manual brake car. It is power steering though. So again, this had, I believe, this is a 4-wheel drum brake car if I remember correctly on our Underside stuff. So again, but it still stops great for drum brake car. And again, the power steering up front. These cars were a little heavier, a lot of weight out front on these cars. So again, the power steering, a nice little option there to have. So it makes turning effortless on a big car like this. But like I said, all numbers match. It's got the TorqueFlite 727 automatic transmission with the 8 3/4 Mopar rear. So an excellent drive line. And again, numbers have been checked and it is numbers matched. So everything here, just as you see it, just as what it would have come out of the factory looking like here. So again, everything done really nice on this particular car. So we still have to go ahead and fire this up for you, but we'll do that here in a minute. That way you get to hear what this thing sounds like on video. We're going to go inside the car next, take a look at the interior, and then once we're done with that, we'll fire it up for you. But we'll shut this up right now, and then we'll meet you in the inside of the car. Alright, here we are in the comfort of our 71 Plymouth Roadrunner now. So again, we'll take a look at the interior of the car and show you again how nice this thing is inside and out. So you can see over there on the driver's side door, we'll start over there. Full door panels on this car, all black. You can see those are in excellent condition. There's no cracks or tears in those. You can also see that driver's side remote mirror, the little arm inside the door, to give you the capability of adjusting that mirror from the inside. You can also see all factory dash in this car. Factory dash pad that's in excellent shape. There's no cracks or tears in this, the dash pad itself. Again, it's got the little bit of the wood grain trim on your dash face here, as well as on your center console here as well. Now your dash also includes all factory instrumentation in it. So you've got your 150 mile an hour speedo, you've got the oil pressure and fuel gauge, you've got the alternator, and then you also have the water temperature gauge there as well. Factory steering wheel and steering column, as well as a factory AM radio that you probably can't see from there. It's tucked down in here where it should be, but again, it's all factory stuff. You've got the high back bucket seats in this car as well. You also have front seat belts in here, including the shoulder harnesses, which are tied up here just like they should be, upright next to the headliner in this car. Headliner's in excellent shape too. There's no tears or rips in it. Tied up nice and tight in here. Again, all of your A-pillar trim, your C-pillar trim in the back, that's in excellent shape too. All of the upholstery on the seats is perfect. There's no tears or cracks in any of it. As a matter of fact, it looks to be hardly used whatsoever. Looks to be pretty much new black carpeting in the car as well. I already mentioned the factory center console here. That is the automatic center console, and it's in great shape too. The black on it, the wood grain trim on it too, that's all in real nice condition. So again, carpet, seats, upholstery, the whole 9 yards on the inside of this car looks really, really good. You've got all the dash vents in here too. Again, that goes along with that factory air conditioning that we saw all the factory components to out underneath the hood on this car. That's really about it for going through our car here, top to bottom, inside and out. What we're going to do next is go ahead and get this thing fired up for you so you can hear it. But until then, if you have any questions on this car or any other car that we have in our inventory, you can give us a call or shoot us an email. Again, all of our information is made available to you throughout all the photos and the videos that we do of all of our cars. And you can also reach us online at our company website, www.hanksters.com.